Digimon. I love Digimon. I can't be 100% sure what Digimon media it was I first experienced, but I'm pretty sure it was Digimon World 4. I say this because I've always liked Doraemon because it's who I picked to play as in this game, and I vividly remember not recognizing any of the Digimon. So the only thing I really remember about this game is like the hub, and that's it actually. From there I watched the adventure anime and played the DS games, World DS, Dawn Dusk and Championship, all great games to be honest. I sunk a lot of time into them, just like I did Gen 3 and 4 Pokemon games. That was basically all I experienced for a long time. Not that I wasn't a Digimon fan per se, I clearly was. I had a lot of hours under my belt, but like with a lot of things you just end up moving on for a bit, and maybe coming back later. Then I saw that the Tri movies were coming out, and I didn't watch them. In the past few years I watched a lot more of the animes, played and replayed a lot of the games, and actually finished them. And I've even taken part in the card game, which now exists. Damn, I love this stuff. But why? Well, for one thing, I used to love Pokemon, having the same cycle of moving on and coming back. Eventually though, I realized how much more I like Digimon, and that could be a video in and of itself. But let me just focus today upon Digimon's best aspects, at least in broad strokes. Firstly, the aesthetic. Digimon has a certain aesthetic that honestly isn't super consistent. I mean, they've been designing Digimon for over 20 years, with several different gimmicks. There's also designs that really should be clashing. Take Rosemon, Doggymon, Rust Tyrannomon, Shoutmon X2, Grand Dracmon, put them together, and do they look like they all belong in the same franchise? Well, yes actually, because this is Digimon. Monsters that are digital. It's not like Sylveon and a flesh ribbon. It's not like how Pokemon and regular animals somehow exist at the same time. Nay, everything can fit together because of the underlying premise of Digimon. Even so, there's a certain quality of the designs that haven't really strayed too far from what Digimon is. If I had to put this down to anything, I would say that maybe they tried to never stray too far from the aesthetic of the original Digimon from World and Adventure. There's been a good variety of designs, even from the beginning. Dinosaurs, humans, robots, cube blobs, all of these things make Digimon what it is. Second, I'd say their V-Pet origins. This may seem like a weird one, but in a sense, Digimon is a V-Pet first and everything else second. Pokemon is a game first, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a card game first, but Digimon have this unique origin that they continue to respect to this day. There's a real focus on food and training and the actual raising of your Digimon. This is why the series has such a focus on your Digimon being happy and adventure, and arguably Frontier and Survive have this real journey feel to them, where they worry about being fed and a place to sleep and stuff like that. V-Pets are the reason branching evolutions and dark digivolutions are even a thing, and you could easily take that for granted, but you have to remember they were not obligated to do that and take that on into later games and stuff. They could have quickly sanitized a lot of the V-Pets' ideas and made them more marketable. It may have even worked, yet keeping all this nonsense, including yes, shit Digimon, has really given this series a unique identity among all the monster franchises. I mean, isn't it ironic that the series about digital monsters has such a focus on love and care? Meanwhile, Pokemon is like, make them fight! Lastly, there is a real love and attention to detail all across the franchise. People like to whine about their favourite Digimon being forgotten and whatnot, and I get that. But there's such a desire, especially recently, to embrace every corner of this franchise while not being so rigid. Think about how much the TCG has brought back or referenced. Even before that, Ghost Game and Adventure 2020 have really tried to use a lot of Digimon people might have felt had fallen to the wayside. Survive had a pure focus on underappreciated Digimon like Labramon, Kunimon, and poor original Falcomon. Damn you, Falcomon 2006, you ninja fuck. So many examples of things being set up or followed up on, like Lugamon completing Doraemon's trio, Medieval Gallantmon being labelled as a Vortex Warrior when he was literally the only one. All these things where there's a clear desire for longevity or things being added on. The easiest comparison to this is Pokemon gens. Another unfortunate side effect of them being games first. They have Gen 1, Gen 2, etc. So people compare them all the time. People don't like Gen 2 because it has a bunch of babies, Gen 3 because it has a bunch of pairs, Gen 4 because it has a bunch of evolutions for old Pokemon. That's not how it's broken up in Digimon, and much to its benefit. Digimon just get added on and not much heed is given to where or when or why, and it makes it feel all the more cohesive. Whenever I see channels on just one thing, I'm like, no way I could do videos on only that, but Digimon might be the exception. There's so much I enjoy about every aspect of this franchise, and so much of it I could talk about and so little of it in the zeitgeist. That's right, the zeitgeist. Where are all the Digimon channels? I just keep refreshing YouTube non-stop just to see if anyone's made another good Digimon video that isn't TGC related, no offense. And no offense to Khan, but I ironically don't really care about stuff like, what full line would this Digimon have, or what if this Digimon had a new evolution? I'm a vanilla Andy, okay? I only care about official shit. Unless it's like fan art, I guess, or maybe a cool comic or something. Just not that stuff. I'm not going to worry about how long the videos are or anything like that. It's better to just do whatever I want and have it be as long as it is, because as long as it's Digimon related, it belongs on this channel, right? So wish me luck, because I'm going to try and get a couple more videos out before Time Stranger releases.